Good morning, everybody. Today we have gathered here for conducting a GD on the topic of why 80% people in India are poor and why only 20% are rich. So, I am going to put few points before you. My take on that is that many people in India are poor because the increasing rate of population, and because of that they are not able to satisfy their own daily needs. So that is the main reason behind poverty in India.
Yeah, I am agree with you. And in India, some peoples are poor and they are breeding the 5 and 6 children in this generation also. In my neighborhood, the some peoples are there who had the 5 or 6 children. And Baba Sahib Ambedkar said a sentence that if you are not liable to teach your sons in good quality and in good schools, so kill it before the breeding.
Okay, good morning to all of you. Today's topic is very nice. Why are 80% India poor and 20% rich? It's a good topic. We have to think on it so much. There are numbers of reasons. Out of number of reasons, I would like to put some particular reason before you. First reason is fear of God. Second reason, tradition and custom. Third, show of quality. Fourth, people don't invest their money. People waste their money. People don't invest their money. They waste their money. Later on, numbers of things are responsible. Lack of education. There is no proper family planning. People don't have awareness about family planning. They just breed new son, first daughter, second, third, fourth. That is unaffordable for any family because they can't bear expenditure of big family. And one of the most important reason is poor thinking attitude. Is one of the main problem. Poor thinking attitude. I would like to explain my all point later on.
Yeah, in India, some people don't have the value of that time that they waste their time to watch the TV, to do the work, any work, but they want to open a factory. They don't study for it. That I want to open a factory, I want to study, I want to know the important points of the factory. That if I open the factory, what will happen? Of my factory will work or it will be closed. I am going to give the payment to employee. How many payment I should give? They don't think about that. They only watch the TV, enjoy with the friends, and a person is there. He becomes somehow rich person, somehow rich. So he come in the overconfidence that I became somehow rich person now. Now he is my friend. He is not rich like me. I am so rich person. Then he enjoy the party, go in the marriage, and at this way his factory and whatever source he became rich, it closed, and he again become poor.
Good morning friends, my name is Sadesh and today we are gathered for conducting GD. The today's GD topic is why the 80% people are poor in India and 20% are rich. The main reason, the poor people does not knowledge of any skills. They have no skill.
Good morning friends, my name is Sarthak and today's topic is why there is 20% rich and 80% poor peoples are. Indian people are poor because of their thinking. They are thinking that we are poor so we cannot do anything, but they are wrong. If they do hard work and many more things, so they can be a successful and a richest person.
There are also many underlying beliefs because of which we can't become rich. Like, since birth, we are taught that money is the root cause of all evils, and so because of that, we don't want to earn money. even on the external part of this side of ourselves, no matter how much we try to earn it, but the belief in our subconscious mind is that if I make money, then I will be evil. So the rich person are labeled as evil people. So no matter how hard we try, we don't get the actual money that we are working for, because we don't want to be labeled as evil in the society. So these beliefs and many other beliefs, so because of these beliefs, the people can't get rich. So the first thing that people need to do is to get rid of those beliefs, and instead of thinking that the more money I make, the more evil I will become, they should think that the more money I have, the more good I can do for my society. The more money I have, then I can contribute that money to help the poor people, to help the needy people, to give donations and to do charity work. So that is what we need to fix to improve the rate of people who are becoming millionaires and billionaires. In short, the people who want to become rich, they should get rid of those negative beliefs that are holding them back, and they should replace them with empowering positive beliefs.
I am agree with you, sir, because our education system plays a big role in to rising the poverty. Because in our colleges or universities or schools, they only teach us theoretical knowledge, not a practical knowledge. That's why the one cannot understood how can I start the business, how can I progress my business, and how can I earn money. They only teach us theoretical knowledge. Those are already that are already happening in the world. That's why our thinking is so poor, and we can't rise the more level, and we can't earn the money what we want.
I just talked about your point. Your point is very nice. I agree with your point. In India, what happens? Education system is not working properly in favor of skill, talent, financial intelligence. Anybody can teach you physics. Anybody can teach you math. Anybody can teach you chemistry. But no one can teach you what is the application of math in life. What is the application of chemistry in life? What is the application of physics in life? They teach us only theoretically. They don't teach us practical use of that theoretical knowledge. Second thing, India are focusing only academic knowledge. India does not focus on practical knowledge or skill-based knowledge. After completion, graduation or PG, when accomplished their graduation, they think which quality do I have so that I can earn money, I can get job, I can get service, I can open my own business. Which quality I have? He has a degree, but he does not have any skill. He can't teach, he can't stand on the stage, even he can't speak two words properly on the stage. He does not have debate skill, seminar skill, demo skill, presentation skill, or he does not have knowledge of to repair any mechanical thing.
Yeah, I am agree with you. At the time of Britishers when Britishers govern on India, the Britishers thought that we have to bring the employ from the England. But the Britishers thought that we should make the Indian system like that they should they can't develop their skill, they can't develop their talent, they can't develop their confidence, they can't develop their whole skills, and after all the conditions they will come to do our job. So British system did that, but at today we got the independent, but our education system don't got the independence. They can't. Our education system is running like that. At the time of Britishers, but you go in the England, the passing is of the 100 mark paper is there, the passing is of the 50 mark. If you got 49 mark also, you will be fail and you will remain at that class. It is from the nursery to the whole class.
I agree with your point. if you think about Indian education, whatever education system has been brought by Britishers, same system is going on today also. There is no any changes. Even they brought 50 mark passing. Right now there are 35 mark passing. Out of 35 mark, 20 marks belongs to practical. So one can secure only 15 mark. They can pass in the examination and they can get next class. That is the fact. And copy system is also mostly find in most of the places, in most of the center. So education system can't give you skill, can't give you talent, and more than that, Indian education system does not teach you financial talent, financial courses, financial knowledge are not available in Indian education system. What is available mostly? If you think about Marathi period, in Marathi, God is available, God can do everything, religious thing is available, ritual are available. But what we needed to survive life, financial talent, financial intelligence, that kind of syllabus, that kind of any subject, we do not find in Indian education system till 10th standard. So students do not get real idea, appropriate idea about the money, about the finance. That is the another reason of poverty of India.
Yes, sir, I agree with you. But it's not just about the India that we are saying. It's about the whole world. If you look at the America, then their people, the people who live in that country, they also say that the education system of America is ruined and they don't teach about the financial skills. So it's not about India but about the whole world. They don't teach you about the finances and money making skills in the education system in the whole world. But apart from that, the government is also supporting people to be poor. If you are poor, then they will give you various benefits and various advantages over people who are rich. You have to pay less tax, you are getting scholarships, you are getting more and more benefits. So because of that, people don't want to get from lower class to middle class, because they know if we get from lower class to middle class, then all the benefits that we have, all those benefits will get vanished. So because of that fear, they don't want to get rich. So government is also responsible for keeping the people who are poor in India as poor. The government should be judged to make people rich. Their responsibility should be to increase the economic growth of our country. But they are doing the exact opposite of that. And that is why most people in India, not just 80 but more than 80, almost 90% people in India are poor and are struggling with their finances. We shouldn't blame the education system to be poor. So we shouldn't blame the education system to make the people poor, because the education system that has been brought in India, that is almost as old as when Britishers came. So there were no schools in India. The Britishers came, they opened various factories and industries, and they couldn't bring their people from England or British country, as we can say. So they opened schools so that the people in India get education and they can work as an employee for their sake. So the people who studied here, they got jobs and they started working. But after the freedom fight was over and we got freedom of our country, the education system is still that. So the whole system is messed up. The whole system is teaching us that if you get into schools, then you have to get good grades to get into a good college, and after that you have to get again good grades to get a good placement, so you can get a good job. So that is the whole system that we have. And since our childhood, all of us have been taught that same thing, that you have to go to school, get good grades, so you can get a good job. And since we have this thinking, we are not thinking about getting rich. We just think that if we get a good job, we will be able to get the approval and validation of the people and the family that we have, and the whole society will approve of us. But if you start to think of new ideas, like making a startup, making another company, opening a business, then all the people in your friend circle, family, relatives, and all society, those whole people go against you, and you can't fight with them. They just tell you that we are not doing that, we have not done that. Why? Because our father and mother have not done that. And why they don't have done that? Because since our ancestors, they have not done any of these new stuffs. So when we start to think about becoming an entrepreneur and opening new businesses, we get huge rejection from everybody around us, and from that fear of not getting rejected, we think that we should just stay in this system and we should just stay in our comfort zone. So the lack of entrepreneurship and the startup culture is one of the biggest reasons for people being poor in India.
Yeah,
I agree
sir.
with your point. I also put my some point before whatever you spoke here. Poor thinking is also biggest issue in India. People always have poor thinking. Which kind of thinking do they have? In Marathi they speak. Our parents speak. Our fathers speak. Our forefathers speak. Anthurun पांघरून पाय पसरावे. Means what is the meaning of it? Is don't think out of circle. Think inside the box. Don't think outside the box. If you don't think outside the box, how will you do progress? You just think according to your tradition, custom, go in the farm, do the work and come back and sell the product. That is the only traditional thinking. But what about different kind of thinking, business oriented thinking, finance oriented thinking, investment oriented thinking, research oriented thinking? You do not have. You have only traditional thinking. This thinking power is also big issue. You know, somebody said, if you want to become rich, your attitude should get rich. Your thought should be rich. Anyone who begin to be rich, process of richness begin from your thoughts. As you think like a rich person, as you behave like a rich person, as you talk like a rich person, as you walk like a rich person, the day will come automatically, step by step, you will become a rich.
Yeah, I am agree with you, sir. But the main reason is that they don't make the successful habit. They don't make a rich habit. The poor people don't make the habit that I want to wake up in morning. That is my successful habit. I want to do my work. They don't do that. But rich people do that. That I want to wake up in morning. I want to make a timetable of my day by day. That I will work at this time. I will sleep at this time. And they make a timetable of the successful habits, and the successful habits timetable is so important for the people who are becoming the successful. But poor people don't think. They woke up at the 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in morning. When they woke up, they do the bath and go to their job. But the rich people think that I want to wake up at 4 o'clock in morning. I want to pick out some notes and points, consult to my business, and I want to develop my factory.
Yes, I am little bit agree with you because you said that poor are not wake up at 4 o'clock and many other things. Poor are also doing hard work, but their aim is not like the people's are building a house.
Correct. I agree with your points. What is my point of view? Poor does not have any high aim, any particular object. Poor think hard work is, they are doing physical hard work. They are not doing mental hard work. They don't do smart work. They don't use their mentality. They don't use their talent. They do not have visualization about business, empire, class 1 officer, any top post scheme, any big approach. They do not have. They just think. They have two thinking power. They think, how is my farm? I should go in the farm. I should marry my daughter. I should complete housewarming ceremony. I should invite 2,000 people for marriage ceremony. There is a ritual program in my family. After 1 month, I have to think about that program. I have to go for Ajansara for 1 day program. I have a after 2 months I have a Ganpati festival in my home, I have to think about it. Means thinking of poor people is what? They are busy in rituals. They are busy in custom. They don't think out of custom, out of ritual. They don't think out of box. What about rich people? They imagine the idea. They think about businesses. They think about money. They think about finance. They think about achievement. They do not waste their time in such a small thing, ritual thing, custom thing. They think, I will bring something creative. I will do something new. I will do something which will bring big impact among the people in my family, in my relative, and all the system. They try to change the system. We people only work in the system, whatever system we got right from forefather and father and ancestor.
Apart from that, the reason they don't have high standards from themselves is because they are not aware of the reality. So for example, if somebody is poor, then he has been poor and he has been brought in that environment. So he doesn't know the other environment, the other side of the coin, as we can say that. So he doesn't know that the lifestyle that the rich people have and the benefits that money can give us. So he isn't even aware of those points. So because of that, instead of fighting for something, because he can't fight for something, the thing he doesn't know. If you don't know where your goal is, then any road will take you there. So the poor people don't know that what the lifestyle of rich people looks like and why should they even get rich. So since they don't have that their why clear, they don't try to be rich because they don't have that awareness of rich people. So that is one of the biggest factor we can say that contributes to people being poor, because since we don't know why they want to become rich and why they should get rich, and why don't know that, because they don't know that this other world exists where you don't have to struggle for your day-to-day survival. You can buy anything that you like, you can roam here and there, and you can travel the whole world and enjoy your lifestyle. They don't know that it is possible. They think that you just have to work your day-to-day job, you just have to go to farm, work your whole day, get some money to buy food for that day, and then repeat that cycle day after day until the day they die. So since they don't know that this other side of the coin exists, they can't even try to get there because they are not aware of that things.
Yeah, I am agree with you. I am agree with you. So that at the time of Britishers, the Britishers rule on us on 200 years. But at the 150 years, the people were not aware that the Britishers are ruling on us. They are making our economy so loose. So, but they were not realizing that they are ruling on us. They were thinking that that Britishers are developing our country. Britishers are bringing the train system, and some kings were with the Britishers that they are doing. But some people were they have realized that. And in the crore people, the one people was there who realized that and make the rebel against that.
Yes,
I
sir,
will
I agree
add
with you, but
one point I have is whatever you spoke here right now. See, what is the another reason of poverty of Indian people? People do not believe on their own caliber, own talent, own capacity, own strength. They think third person will come and change my life. God will come and change my life. They believe on God.
Yes, sir.
This God is the third person. You are a first person. And second person is agent among God and you. Pandit is agent among God and you. Mullah may be agent in another religion. Padri may be agent in another religion. There are different religions and different agents are there for getting to appearance of God. There are agent. Agent created fear in your mind about the something. I think who would like to become a rich person, who would like to change their own lifestyle, they should faith on their own caliber. They should increase their talent, increase their caliber, work hard, think globally, think universally. Abhishek, sometimes people say they have only routines. Wake up late in the morning, go in the park, work in the park, come back to the home, and another day they carry same activities. They don't think about entire world. They don't go for roaming. They don't study different systems. They don't study business of different kind of people. They don't go to meet any businessman and ask him about his business planning. Means thinking power, lack of faith on own caliber is also another reason of poverty.
Yeah, I am agree with you.
But
But
apart from that, the other point that I would like to
He
put
wants
that
after.
these politicians are also a huge reason for people being poor, because the politicians have the whole power in the country to do anything that they would like to do. So all the money they get from taxes and other donations and other stuff, all that money can be used for the betterment of people, but they are not doing that. So instead of doing that, what they are doing is that they are just fulfilling their own needs. We can see in the time of coronavirus or COVID-19, which we call it. So when other countries were building hospitals for this emergency situation and for this COVID crisis, the government in our country was building temples, and all the people in our country were supporting that. Instead of supporting that, the politicians should use the money that we have to build hospitals to treat this unknown virus that we have. So this virus is responsible for most of our economic degradation. But so to treat it, the only thing that we needed and the urgency of the thing was not a temple but hospitals. So the Chinese government built 100 hospitals and not 100 hospitals but 100 beds in 5 days for people who are suffering from COVID. And what did our government do? They built temples, and all the people supported that. Just think about that, how foolish the people in our country are. So instead of treating the people in our country, and because if they get treated, they will serve for the betterment of our country. So instead of doing that, what we are doing, we are leaving those people to suffer on that coronavirus, and there was no vaccine because that virus was unknown. So they left those people to suffer on that. And instead of treating them and instead of giving them the facilities and benefits, and if somebody dies for their families, the politicians in our country used the money and resources that a country has to build temples. So this is one of the biggest reasons as to why people might be poor, because even if they want to become rich, then the politicians don't support them because they are not providing the resources that we have. For example, if I have 100 rupees and this friend of mine has 10 rupees and he needs 20 rupees, then I have the resources to give him the money and to help him. But instead of supporting him and motivating him to go further in his life, what I am doing, I am just keeping that money for myself. And I am not even using that for the betterment of myself. I am just keeping it here. And if he asks me to give him that money, I am not giving that. I will just tear that money and throw it. But I will not give him. So politicians are also a big reason, and they are using those resources for the betterment of themselves, which is not their duty. Their duty is to use that money for the betterment of people and for the betterment of our country.
yes, sir.
Give him chance, first of all.
government gives many things. Government are provided many things to poor people, and people are getting lazy. The meal are giving. The meal are provided by government. All things are provided by government. The scholarship also provided by.
Some few guys said politicians are also responsible for the India. It is also correct point because one thinker said राजकारणी आदमी अनुयायियों का भी अनुयायी होता है. Politician does not have any master brain to change the life of people. They just think what people like so much. Politician should be planner. He should think for the betterment of public. Whatever public say, don't run behind the public. They should think how can I change the life of public. Public may oppose him, but he should know the leader should know what should I do for the betterment of public. Leader should not walk like a public. You know, whenever any evolution find in world, one man took a step. When we were Adim Manav, one monkey thought, all the monkey were walking on 4 legs, but one monkey thought, I can walk on 2 legs, I can stand on 2 legs. Then human like you and me, we got evolution in the body and we got change and we are now walking on 2 legs. Only one person can bring evolution. Whatever public think, politicians should not think. Politicians should be real leader who lead the people. Leader is such a person who knows the way, goes the way and shows the way. But right now I am finding leader in the society, whatever public think, for the betterment of public, they go. That is wrong one. So this is also one of the another reason of poverty of India.
Yes, sir, I agree. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, I am agree with you. So many factors behind the poverty present in our surrounding.
If you think about entire India, geographical net worth of India is so good. India got river, India got sea, India got ocean, India got greenery, India got forest, India got mine, all kind of khanij sampatti are available in Indian land. Geographically, India is very powerful and good country. All kind of trees are available in India. Pure water are mostly present in India. Numbers of rivers are flowing. Himalaya is in India. Okay. Rocks, hill, stream, pure water, all these things are available in India. Very fertile land. Supic land, you can say fertile land is mostly present in most of the part of India. Even though 80% people of India are poor, we discussed on so many issues, that is correct issue. And more than that, don't blame Indian land. Only you can blame Indian tradition, Indian custom, fear of God, show of quality, negative attitude, wrong thinking power, politician, dirty politics, okay, and whatever are agent of God present in India, Pandit, Mola, whatever it may be, they are creating fear in the mind of people about the God. They don't teach people what is a real God, who is a real God, where is God. Actually, God is in your confidence. God is in you. You may be like a God if you have a particular and appropriate thinking power. So that kind of teaching are not available. Just they create a fear. If any girl does not get married, they say to her, go to Khalsa Yajna, pay my payment, and she is illiterate, her family is illiterate, they do not have knowledge. By taking hope in mind, my daughter will marry after this ritual, they go there in the Nashik and do the ritual and invested their money. For show of quality, what happens? Poor people always feel, I want to be, people should appreciate me. People should praise me. For that purpose, he invited 2,000 people for the marriage ceremony. See my friend, investment is one part and wastage is another part. People who are poor mentality people, they do not focus on investment, they focus on wastage.
So that sir, poor, Sushant Singh Rajput sir, he is also poor. But sir, he tried and he goal his aim. He is a hero. But sir, rich people are keeping the poor people in depression. So that's why poor people are poor and they are hanged and Sushant Singh Rajput hanged and died. All the rich people are keeping poor people in depression. That's why poor cannot go forward.
Yeah, I agree with you, but
I don't agree with you because you are saying that Sushant Singh Rajput died because of the rich people. No, he died because of his depression.
Because
And it was
Salman Khan
his
and
responsibility to
many
treat
more,
that depression. Let me complete my point. So another point is that we live in the pseudo reality of being a rock star. People who are poor, they want to show off that they are rich, and people who are rich, they live like poor people. The people who are billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, they just wear one cloth a day. Mark Zuckerberg has just one t-shirt and he just wears it. No, he has many t-shirts, but he has that t-shirt of same color. So he just wears the same cloth, the same piece of cloth for 10 to 15 years since he has been wearing that. And what the poor people does, even if they don't have money, they go, they buy new clothes to show off to their friends, to impress to their friends, to get validation. And that is why they are poor. People who don't have enough money, they are trying to impress other people by showing off that they are rich. But people who are rich and they have this mindset that you don't need to show off to people, they just use that money as a saving and as an investment. So for example, there are two guys, Ram and Sham. Ram has 100 rupees and Sham also has 100 rupees. They are both of same age, they work in the same company. But when Ram gets his salary, he saves 10% of his salary so that he can invest that, and that would be a better investment for his future. But when Sham gets his salary, he just buys whatever he can. Even if he couldn't afford the car, he will buy it on EMI. Whatever the new mobile comes in the market, he buys that. Whatever the new products in the market comes, he just buys that to show off. And when they both of them get wedded, so when both of them get married, the Ram just uses the money he had to buy gold coins and gold investment, so that those investment can give him a better ROI, which is called as return on investment, so that he can make money from the money he already has. Whereas on the other hand, Sham, when he gets married, he invests lakhs of rupees in that marriage to show that he is rich. But in reality, after we look at it after 10 or 20 years, Ram has made more than enough money that he can survive upon, and he can use that money for the betterment of his family. He can donate that money and he can use that money for the betterment of society and himself. But on the other hand,
Yes, sir.
Sham is just using that money for, and he is not even, he doesn't even have that money. He has went broke and he has just so many mortgages and loans to pay.
You said
Yeah, sir,
that
but in India 5% people are broke. Yeah, but in India the 5% economy is depend on the resources. But Japan is the country that don't have the resources. But Japan is the third largest economical country. After America and China, it is the third richest country in the world, and it don't have a single resource also. But the India have so many resources, but it is not rich like a Japan, and in India in a minute the 18 people are escaping from the poverty, but in the China in 10 seconds the 18 people are escaping from the poverty. This is and at this way the China is ahead from us at 5 times.
Okay, I would like to put my point. I would like to put one point only. Abhishek said sometime before, it is also correct point. If there are two friends, just Abhishek said, Ram and Sham. Ram is earning 40,000 rupees. Sham is also earning same payment. But Sham has a quality of show off. Ram does not have. If Ram is earning 40,000 per month, 10,000 he is utilizing for daily routines, daily needs. 30,000 he is just investing in layout, plot business. After 1 year he purchased one plot, and Ram is purchasing every year one plot because he is utilizing his money properly. He does not have show of quality. And Sham, he purchased sofa set, color TV, fridge, he purchased 4-wheeler, he purchased in a month new dresses, mobile phone, all these things. Expensive mobile phone, expensive dresses, expensive car, pay the EMI to the bank. After 4 or 5 years gap, what will happen? Ram has 4 plot, Sham does not have any plot. That 4 plot get cost 5 times whatever he purchased. So 5 times more whatever he purchased. So Ram had a good asset, good liabilities instead of Sham. So your thinking should be what I mean to say after taking reference from Abhishek. First of all, think about your need and your want. Your need, your want, and your desire. Need is important. You have to fulfill your need. You spend money for completing your need. No issue at all. Sometimes want is also important. But what about desire? Desire is undoubtedly not stoppable. Desire has no limit. So you have to think about your future. Don't waste your money. Invest your money. Don't think what will people think about me. Don't show off yourself. People have a show off quality, so that they do not understand difference between waste and invest. And that is also one of the most important reason of poverty of Indian people. And this show of quality you found mostly in poor people, not in rich people. If you think about Marwadi brothers, they do not have show of quality. They don't try to show off. They behave like a normal person. They respect like a normal person. They respect us as a normal person. But we people, there may be less amount of earning, but purchase Royal Enfield Bullet.
Yes.
They purchase big 4-wheeler. They take a loan from government and build a big building. For what purpose? There is no use of building. Only for showing the people how am I rich. This quality should be eradicated through the poor people. They should change their thinking power. One more thing, instead of taking EMI for the business, they are taking EMI for house building. Your house is a debt property, not a current property. But if you open any business and daily you earn money, it is your current property. The people do not understand difference between debt property, current property, asset, liability because of the lack of financial intelligence and because of only show of quality and because of lack of skill of utilizing money properly. Indian people are poor.
Yes, sir, I agree with you. The another point is that we don't know the ESBI quadrant, which stands for employee, self-employed, businessman, and investor. So, if our goal is to get financially independent and become rich, then we have to move from the left side of quadrant, which is E and S, and we have to move to the right side of the quadrant, which is businessman and investor. No matter how much an employee earns or how much the money he makes, he can't become rich. For example, in the Google company, the CEO might be earning 1 crore per day, but the investors who have more shares in Google are earning more than him, even though the CEO on the first hand is working 10 times harder than the investors, but he is not making that much money as them. And if the CEO stops working, then his cash flow also stops coming in. So if we relate it to our own life, if there is one person in our society who is teacher, and there is another person who is a businessman, he owns a shop. So if the teacher stops going to his job, then his income will stop coming. But on the other hand, the businessman, the shopkeeper, doesn't even have to go to his job and do his work. But even then, his job and his income will keep coming and will keep making him money, even if he doesn't work. One of the richest men on this planet, Warren Buffett, has said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, then you will be working your whole life. So what we think that if we get a good enough job that pays us well, then even if we save and invest that money, that we will eventually get rich. But this is a lie that has been fed to us by society. But what we should do is we should get a job, and you should use that money that we have, that we get, to move from the left side of the quadrant to the right side. So if you are currently an employee or self-employed, then you should use the money that you get and the money that you save to move to the right side of the quadrant, which you should use that money to open a business or to invest in the stock market or in the companies, so that you have another source of income.
I would like to put my point. If you complete your point, we focused on so many points. One point remained we didn't focus over until family planning is also important point. If your family is small, you have less need of earning money. Means if you have very small family, your small family, because of the small family, your expenditure is also few, so that you can spend more money on good things, just like education, business, purchasing new books, learning new things, investing money in good things. Okay, because of small family.
Yes.
Because of small family, you may have less household work, so you save your lot of time and you can invest your time in good things. In India, big family is also problem concerned with poverty, because we have, some of you see, some of couple have 3 sons, 3 daughters, 2 sons, 2 daughters, 4 sons, 4 daughters, and they have only think about the nourishment of family. They do not have any option. They just, how will I nourish my family? How will I teach my son? How will I teach my daughter? How will I marry my daughter? And tradition is so wrongly rooted in the Indian culture. Most of the parents face problem in marriage, because they know if there is a marriage ceremony, I have to spend 8 lakh, 10 lakh rupees. And parents always think about the ceremony. And more than that, whatever tradition and custom has been put by your ancestor, father, forefather, and some agent of God, they harass you. That custom harass you, they lost your money. So people should think about the family planning also, because today India is a vast population country. Sources are limited, land are limited, population are unlimited. So who want to be rich, who want to be a successful person, they should keep their family so small, so that they should have extra time to think, they should have extra money to invest.
Yes, sir, I agree with you. But in India, the parents are the main reason for the poverty of the people. That parents tie the God's photo, that Bhagwan Vishnu, Bhagwan Lakshmi, God Lakshmi, they tie the all gods the photo in their home, and in that surrounding the child grow, and he became the devotee of God. But example, the two parents is there, and a parent tie the whole the pictures of the gods, and second tie the pictures of the great people like Mahatma Gandhi, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Baba Saheb Ambedkar, and Osho, and some big leaders and thinkers and writers. So whose son will become a rich person? You would know the answer that who tied the photo of the Baba Saheb Ambedkar, Mahatma Gandhi ji, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and some motivational peoples and rich people, and by seeing them we take a guidance. They become rich. Not that the person who's in home that the photo is of that gods.
Correct. Your point is also
Sir,
correct.
I agree with you. You said that the improper family.
After all the conclusion of JD, my opinion is that then the
Just a minute.
the poverty can't be changed. The poor people can't
Sit, I
become
will
the poor people can't become the rich people.
Yes, after all discussion, I want to conclude that India is poor because of unemployment.
After that, I have to conclude
Two
the
sentences you conclude.
GD because the thinking of Indian people is poor. That's why they are poor.
After overall discussion, I would like to conclude that the poverty in India has been reduced from the years that we look back to. If we look at the facts, that the statistic that we have in the 1950s, the poverty that had been present there, and in 2021, then that poverty has been reduced greatly.
Okay, just a minute. I would like to conclude. See, if Indian leader think about financial intelligence, if Indian people think about Indian leader, Indian monitor who monitor the country, they should think about education. They should think about fear of God. They should think about changing tradition and custom. They should think about changing mindset of people. They should think about proper family planning. They should think about what is investment, what is wastage of money. They should think about the skill problem of India and wrong education system. If our leader should think over all issues and do some new thing to the public, that will be real victory of the India, and India will eradicate definitely poverty.
After discussion, I would like to conclude GD. The poverty is decreasing day by day because of people improve their work quality and education.